Welcome. Come on in, tell a friend. All black everything. Take a flight, big dreams, many streams. We back, Tavistock Institute, Chapter 5, Television or Tell Lies to Your Vision. We getting in it, moving right through, and we gonna keep on going. A lot on rights to this music. Piece of the Kings, Naughty by Nature. You know who it is. Like, share, subscribe, put your thumbs up like hitchhiking. And we continue. It says journalists who participate in the news hour are some of the best known political pundits in the United States, such as Paul Giggett, David Curtin, William Christo, and William Sapphire. All of them are members of Bilderberg Group, CFR, or the Trilateral Commission. Do your research. Some powerful groups, names. Would it be reasonable for us to suspect that PBS might not be quite as impartial in certain delicate matters of public interest, such as the U.S. constitutional crisis envisioned by Brzezinski and the future of nation state republics of national sovereignty? Still not convinced? Quote, American media elites practice a brutal, albeit well concealed from form of wartime news censorship, but the mechanisms of this control are now openly acknowledged. John Chancellor, the longtime NBC TV news anchorman, in his recent autobiographical account of life in the newsroom, the new business, admitted that through formal structures such as the Associated Press, informal clubs such as the New York Council on Foreign Relations, decisions are made on a daily or weekly basis about what the American people will be told and what stories will channel. And they said, what country? Do your own research on. Don't look at the Washington Post as key media organs of the power elite. As Michael Charles Dusky explains on the pages of globalresearch.com, he says, quote, historically, the New York Times, with utterly unwarranted self-assurance, designates itself the arbitrator of all the news that that's fit to print, has served the interests of the Rockefeller family in the context of a long-standing relationship. The current New York Times chairman, Arthur Sulzberger Jr., is a member of the Council on Foreign Relations, or CFR, son of Arthur Sulzberger and grandson of Arthur Hayes Sulzberger, who served as a trustee for the Rockefeller Foundation, generation to generation to generation. What a coincidence. Ain't no such thing as a coincidence. Just the word. Ethan Broner, deputy foreign editor of the New York Times, as well as Thomas Friedman, among others, are also members of the Council on Foreign Relations, or CFR. Americans America's corporate media are an integral part of the economic establishment, with links to Wall Street, the Washington think tank Club Bilderberg, and the Council on Foreign Relations, CFR, and through them to the world's premier brainwashing center, Tavistock Institute. CFR is the premier U.S. foreign policy think tank in the United States and is one of the central institutions for socializing American elites from all major sectors of society: media, banking, academia, military, intelligence, diplomacy, corporations, NGOs, civil society, etc., where they work together to construct a consensus on major issues related to American imperial interests around the world, as such, The CFR often sets the strategy for American policy and wields enormous influence within policy circles, where key players almost always come from the ranks of the rank and file of the CFR itself. CFR former president Sir Winston Lord made an interesting observation when he said that, quote, the Trilateral Commission doesn't secretly run the world. The Council on Foreign Relations does that. In his, end quote, in his October 30, 1993 ruling class journalist essay, Washington Post Ombudsman Richard Hardwood candidly discusses how the CFR dominates the news media. Harwood described it as the quote, the closest thing we have to a ruling establishment in the United States. Its members are the people who, for more than half a century, have managed our international affairs, our military industrial complex, and our military industrial complex, end quote. After listing the executive branch positions then occupied by CFR members, Harwood continued. What is distinctly modern about the council these days is the considerable involvement of journalists and other media figures who account for more than 10% of the membership. I'm gonna leave it right there. That's a lot to digest. I'm gonna just let that fester. I'm gonna say that one more time. What is distinctly modern about the council these days is the considerable involvement of journalists and other media figures who account for more than 10% of the membership. There's no transparency. Tavistock Institute, Chapter 5, getting better, getting deeper and deeper. Powerful information between these lines. Take from it what you will. Don't take my word for it. Do your own diligence. Appreciate you for checking us out. We just dropping information in spurts, sharing. Maybe it'll shake you up, wake you up, open your eyes up, waking up a sleeping giant, if only one. Well, we're going to keep at it. Peace and love. All black everything. Think it's flight. Big dreams, many streams, y'all. Thumbs up. Like you. Hitchhiking, you know the thumbs up. Come back. All black everything. All black everything.